I do like driving white.
You're all technical.
So white. Oh my God, I'm so.
What you
so
do on the
it
YouTube,
looks. Oh my God, it looks terrible.
so white.
Well, I have makeup on because I have to have makeup
You
on.
look like a ghost.
I do look like a
you
ghost.
Don't over here. Look.
See, I look normal over here. It's just it's a light. See, it's a light.
You feel a ghost.
I don't look as white that way. I mean, I'm sure I'm saying that on live, but I've been sick. White. That's why I'm saying this, people. That's why I'm saying that I've been sick. So, so I had to put makeup on today because I've been looking so bad, because my eyes been looking so bad, because I don't know why. Okay, so we're here. So, hey, everybody. So I'm going to start waving at people. Like and share so we can get people on here.
Like, share.
So we can start talking about some good travel stuff. This is our first Travel Talk Tuesday. Yay!
Yay us.
Yay us. So we were toying with names and ways to announce this, because if y'all remember, I did this show back, gosh, it's been over a year ago. And I don't even remember what I called it before.
Travel Talk Tuesday, right? Travel Talk with Melissa.
Travel Talk with Melissa, I think. And then my son was doing it with me. So I was trying to think of different ways to do it. And we're both Texas ambassadors. We both do both sides of the business. We both book travel and we both recruit. So, but we were trying to do it the most politically correct way so that we would not
be out of compliance.
Yes, that's the key right there. Be out of compliance with anything.
We want to be able to talk to you guys about everything. We want to be able to talk to you about recruiting, about travel, about cruises, we want to be able to talk to you guys about everything. So if you guys have any suggestions on names, we're open to that.
Well, I think Travel Talk Tuesday is good because it's pretty generic. It's just you and I, talking straight, about all the different things going on. And we don't have to worry about, breaking any rules with either one of them because we're not, naming it on any of that. So stop messing with your hair, girl.
I'm like real cute on the line.
Yeah, but you don't have to, just be Miss Prim and Proper or whatever. Oh, you need to stop. So I'm going to explain the background because it's driving me crazy that you all see boxes back there. It's my mother-in-law's stuff. She has a business and she keeps her stuff in my office because it's the best place. So that's what the boxes are. I'm really not a hoarder. It's just,
it does.
Yeah, it does. It really looks like I'm a hoarder back there, but I really am not.
You have to be an organized hoarder.
I am. I am the most, if I'm a hoarder, I'm the most organized hoarder there is, because all the boxes, if you look to the side over there, all the boxes have labels on them. I mean, it says what's in each box. So, okay, that's beside the point. But, that's why I wanted to kind of explain that because, I don't like clutter, but, that's just the way it is when my office is set up. So anyway, back to what we were saying. We were trying to figure out the best way to be able to talk about everything. So we want travel agents to be comfortable. We want clients to be comfortable. We want vendors to be comfortable.
Definitely. We love our vendors.
So, we want everyone to feel like they have a voice and they can come on the show. So I was laying in bed last night thinking of different ways, different forums that we could use. So let me go back a little bit. We are doing Travel Talk Tuesday. And we were, I just lost my train of thought. How do you do that? You turn 54 years old. That's how you do that.
You're 54?
Not yet. No, not yet.
Bro, get out of here. You're 53?
Yeah.
Well, you've been 52 for like 2 years.
No. You can't be 52 for 2 years.
I've been telling you, we already got off topic for 2 years.
No, I'm coming up on 55, and I'm telling y'all, there better be. Hey, Erica, there better be a big party when I turn 55 because that's as old as I'm getting. There will be no 60th birthday party. I promise you. Promise you.
Guess
55.
what? Boss Lady is turning 40
on our cruise
on IntelliTravel Quest. So I definitely want a party. However, it's going to be a party. I believe we'll be having a sunset reception that day.
Yeah, there's going to be a beach. We even have a beach, some kind of a beach party that's going to be catered and all that kind of stuff when we go. I'm super excited about that one. Okay, so back to topic. Let's go back to topic. We were trying to come up with the best way to do this where we could cover everything and everyone would be comfortable talking. Oh, and I was what I was saying was I was laying in bed last night trying to think of different things that we could bring onto the show. And I even thought of we could do something where we could have panels. And I thought, why not do a panel of stay-at-home moms?
Oh, definitely.
Where they could talk about the benefits of staying home with their kids.
Definitely.
And what they, and you can even go as far as, moms with little kids or moms with older kids that have sports, and the benefits of, doing a home-based business and all that kind of stuff. And, bringing on people that are actually doing the business and how it works for them. So, I mean, I'm a mom, I'm an empty nest mom, but, I also have a granddaughter that I am the alternate. I call myself the alternate. I'm the fun Gigi alternate. So the way my situation is, mom's aunt babysits Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Dad's mom babysits Tuesday, Thursday. So whenever they have conflicts or they get to go out of town or whatever, I'm the alternate. I'm the fill-in.
Okay.
So
with the bouncer.
Yeah. With the bouncer. And I'm accumulating more. And I'm the fun Gigi.
Absolutely.
So, but I'm loving it because I'm getting a lot of time. So I'm enjoying being a stay-at-home mom. So anyway, that's how all of that came about. So we are trying to come up with different ideas. Last time I did this, it was more me and Jake that did it, and we're trying to be more, we followed like a platform, and we did mostly vendors that came on, and we did they would bring a product and that we would talk about each of their products, depending on if it was a cruise line or, what it was. So this time I think we're trying to branch out a little bit more so that we can kind of find out what everybody is looking for, because, we have a lot of different people on our pages, and we're trying to reach more people. And so we're trying to educate more people. So we really, 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 really need feedback. So this is our launching debut show. And we really want you guys to give us feedback on what you would like to see. That's my phone making its weird noises. I probably should turn the volume off, but I was afraid if I turned the volume off, I'd mess it up, so I didn't. Hey, Pat. Pat and I talked because she's got an Alaskan agent. Is that what you got that you want to, that actually has a radio show?
Okay.
That she wanted to, so she could talk to, us about, I guess different stuff that have worked with her. So the last time I did the show, I had my son with me. Now, my son brought great information because, first of all, he brought a male perspective.
Definitely.
And he brought a millennial perspective.
I'm almost a millennial. I act like a millennial.
You do act like a millennial. I'll give you that. You do act like a millennial. But I do sometimes.
You do.
But he didn't bring the knowledge part as far as the travel part, I guess, that you bring. So Lisa and I think differently because we have different personalities. I have the more research. She tells me I'm a prude. And I pretty much am.
And a nerd.
I don't know if I'm a nerd.
Dude, you were researching stuff when I got here.
Yeah, but that's because I want to give good. I don't like.
She researches every single thing.
Yeah, but
so
I don't
guys,
like
if you're booking with her, I promise you're gonna have all the information because she researches. She has binders for every single thing that she does.
Guys, look, I have binders for everything.
Everything.
I don't know if you can see
everything she does, she has binders for it.
I do.
And so she's very organized. I'm not that. I'm very spontaneous. Now, if something goes wrong, then I'll go research. But if nothing goes wrong, there's no need.
Yeah, but she's more off the cuff, and she can do stuff more. What's the word I want to use? Not just spontaneous, but more. I don't know. Sometimes you're able to jump in quicker than me, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how it is, but
because you're a learner that you read it and you retain it better. I read it and I retain it like that, but for the most part, when I'm doing it, is for me to learn. I go do it, and I remember it when I put my hands on it.
Yeah, but I do that too. I have to touch it. I mean, I have to touch it in order for me to understand it. Sometimes I can't. Excuse me. I can't just read it. I got to do it. Like Carnival. Carnival was their training is more laxed. It's easier, but I don't necessarily feel like I get as much out of it because it's easier. But actual booking is easier, and going and doing it, I got more out that way than some of the other ones are. Definitely. So I guess I don't know how to explain it.
Well, I do more stuff as far as like on my phone.
See, I'm too old for this. I'm too old for that.
I do the majority of my booking on the phone. I do the majority of my trainings on it. I do everything on my phone that I can. If it doesn't load on my phone, then I'll do it on my laptop.
But see, I like to do it on the laptop because I can take a picture of it and then I can zoom in, and I feel like I get a better, I don't know. I want to be able to see the whole thing, and I just like doing it on my laptop better for whatever reason. But okay, so we don't want to get totally off topic. I think we already did, but that's okay. So on the forum here, that's why we wanted you guys to, reach out to us and tell us, things that you're looking for. This isn't just for people that book or travel agents or vendors. It's for everyone. It's a little bit of everything. So whatever it is that y'all feel like you want information on, let us know. Put a comment in there. Send us a PM. Send us an email. Send us whatever, however you feel it works for you. I am anticipating. I thought about this too last night when I was thinking. I think the best when I'm laying down.
Me too.
I don't know why. I guess because it's a calm time. But I thought about getting a phone line in here.
What I just had a thought about was taking this outside of here and doing interviews in the public.
Which we could do that because you can go Facebook Live anywhere. Mm-hmm. The only reason I wanted to do it here was because I wanted to be able to hit YouTube and Facebook at the same time. And we could even, if you went live, you could go live on Instagram, or we could hit Instagram too. And you could tag me on Instagram. Mm-hmm. So, we can kind of hit up all the different areas so that we can, cover, because I have different friends on Instagram than I do on Facebook. I mean, some are the same, but some aren't. A lot of my veteran contacts are Instagram. I don't know why, but it just, I guess it just seemed to be that way because of my son. So I'm not sure. But, I'm still kind of learning Instagram. So that one's new to me. Okay. So what we're doing is Travel Talk Tuesday. So every Tuesday, 8 to 9, we're going to talk travel. We're going to talk trivia. We're going to talk news. We're going to talk booking. We're going to talk vendors. We're going to talk destination. We're going to talk what we like, what we don't like, what's worked for us, what hasn't worked for us, what maybe you guys have encountered. And we're going to do some possible giveaways. I've received some stuff from some vendors that I want to use. And different stuff like that. Today's kind of like a I mean, it's the debut show, but it's kind of like
a freestyle. We don't
really have anything really set up with anybody today. We didn't get anybody to come on the show with us today because we wanted to kind of see what was out there and what if people had anything that they wanted to talk about. So we kind of left it where it is. I did find out one thing tonight that kind of bothered me that I didn't think about. So IntelliTravel does their what are the things they do on Tuesdays and Thursdays?
The podcast.
The webinars and podcasts on
Tuesday. Oh, goodness.
So I wish.
7, though.
I thought someone said they were 8.
8 Eastern?
You know what? It probably is 7. It's probably 8 our. Well, it would be 8 our time, though.
No, it's 7. It's 8 their time, 7 our time. They're an hour ahead.
Okay, well, maybe we'd be okay then. Because I was worried about that. Because I'm like, I don't want anybody to feel like they have to pick between doing a webinar.
Definitely, but we'll check
and doing the show.
Yeah,
so
we'll check that time and we'll see.
I want people to be able to get all the information that they can get, especially new agents. And a lot of times we have new agents that come on here and want to see what's going on. Okay, so let's just start jumping in with what's going on right now. So what do we want to start with?
Well, I definitely am super excited about Disney.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about that too.
Well, I'm super excited about Disney coming to New Orleans in 2020. And there's a little bit of whisper about maybe some more in Galveston, but we'll keep you posted about that. We have the Disney Wonder embarks on 6 cruises during this limited season, which starts in February. This includes the Western Caribbean sailings, a 7-night Bahamian cruise, and a 14-night Panama Canal cruise. We also have later in the spring the Disney Wonder going to Hawaii for.
It looks like it's going to go out of New Orleans for certain things, and then once it finishes up with New Orleans, then it's going to move to Hawaii. And then it's going to do some Alaskan and some California stuff, and then go back to Florida, I think, is the way that they're doing it. So, but we're going to actually get some sailings out of New Orleans, which is great.
Awesome.
It's another close port for us. We still have our Galveston, October, November, December.
November, December.
I'm sorry, that's right. November, December, January. I don't know why I thought October. So, we still have our Galveston ones, but now we're going to end up with some spring for New Orleans. And New Orleans isn't that far for us too, so that opens up some more Disney for us.
Definitely, because some people don't want to do it later in the year. Some people want to do it, during the spring or summer. So that's a great thing for us coming in 2020. Where I am opening up booking right now for 2019 because November, December, and January, January 2020, we can start paying on those cruises now.
Yeah.
And I pulled up one. I have three kids and 2 are adults. And when I pulled it up for 3 adults and a 16-year-old, it was like $3,500 for an ocean view.
That's not bad.
It was not
for
bad
a Disney
at all.
cruise. That's not bad.
So I was like, okay, I was thinking that's what we were going to do for next Christmas, and it was a Bahamas one. So
yeah, the Bahamas is definitely what I want to do, and I don't want it seems like a lot of the Disney were holiday ones, and I'm not necessarily I have a new grandbaby, so I'm not necessarily wanting to do cruising during the holidays. So I like the idea because New Orleans Drive is not that far for us, so that opens up a whole new option for us to be able to do Disney out of New Orleans if that's what we choose to do. Because I know I plan on trying every cruise line because I want to get the experience of each one, so that we can share that information.
Definitely. And we are doing a ship tour of the Disney Dream in December. So we're definitely going to share that with you guys. Glennis says the webinar tonight is from 9 to 10 Eastern. Oh, so it is now.
It is now. Thanks, Glennis.
Darn it.
Oh well. We'll just have to figure something out. I'm not sure what we'll do. I mean, we're doing this, in a different format, so maybe we'll be able to. It's just that,
Well, I mean, you don't have to like tune in with us live. You can always go back and watch either of these.
True. They'll be posted on our pages, so you'll be able to look at them later. It's just it wouldn't be interactive for you to, put your stuff in there. Hey, Lisa. So, and we're going to be on YouTube also, so you can go back and view the YouTubes, and you can leave comments on there as well. This is my first time doing. I mean, I have a couple little ones that I tried out to see what it would look like, but this is my first time actually doing one of these on YouTube. So we'll have to see how that works, and look at them and see, if people comment and how that works, because my son YouTube's everything, so maybe I don't know. I don't know what to say about YouTube, because that's a whole new thing for me. A lot of people do, like, what do they call them? Informational tutorials on YouTube. So, I mean, I don't know if this is a format for that or not, but I guess we'll find out and see if people comment on it.
Absolutely. And anybody can go back and look at this, at a later date. And I mean, I think it's a good idea for our faces to be seen, because, there's a lot of people who are like, who are these people? Are they real? Are they legit? What's so great about having a travel agent, or what's so great about being a travel agent, or whatever. And I have to say, I came across this story on my Facebook today, where one of my Facebook friends, and I asked for permission, and he didn't say anything, so I'm not gonna say his name, and I'm not gonna say his experience. I mean, his personal experience. But what I am gonna say is, when you go on these sites like hotels.com and bookit.com and book VIP and all that, it looks really nice. It looks amazing. And they have all these cheap prices and everything. But when you get there and it's not what they say it is, what's going to happen? You're going to call a call center. You're going to talk to somebody like me. And they're going to tell you, like I tell every day my customers, I'm so sorry, but we can't adjust that charge. And
she's talking about her day job. She's not talking about her travel.
No, not my day job. I work at a call center, and so that's what's going to happen. They're either going to tell you they can't adjust the charge, or they'll give you a credit towards your next trip or something, and that's what's going to happen. But when you have a travel agent, then what's going to happen is I'm going to contact the supplier, and I'm going to say, my client is having this problem, and how are we going to fix it? And you're going to get a resolution that day, not in 1 to 3 business days, not supervisor, not gonna call you back, none of that. And then the person on my Facebook, he went to make a review and they declined it.
How do you decline a
review? They declined him making a review. And I'm like, how do you guys? And that is what we're here for. I had someone went on a different post and said, oh, travel agents still exist. That's why we do, to advocate for everybody, for the average person, for the person who doesn't know what this client looks like. The majority of the trips that I book and I send my clients to, we have already been to. We've had an IntelliTrip there. So we know what it looks like. We know what's real and what's not. So when I'm sending you somewhere, you can trust that it's a client that has been vetted and that someone has went there. Now, if on the off chance that it's not, then you can trust that when you call me, I'm going to fix the problem. And that's what we're here for. And I hate to see my friends being taken advantage of like that, especially when you think you're getting a good deal and you're really cheating yourself out of a good experience just because you wanted to save a few bucks. And in the end, you got exactly pretty much what you paid for. And I hate that. I hate to see people taking advantage of it.
Well, and some of the different websites don't put all the information on there, and people think they're getting these great deals. Mm-hmm. I actually had someone reach out to me and say, well, I found a cheaper cruise, and can you tell me how come this one's cheaper than this one? And they're in this area, and I said, because that one leaves out of North Carolina. And she's like, what? I'm so glad I called you.
Exactly.
Because you would have booked a cabin and booked a cruise, and then you think you're going to, and find out you were flying to North Carolina, because they're not going to give you your money back.
Well, the cruises over there are real cheap.
Yeah, they're real cheap out of California too, but you got to fly there or drive there.
And those tickets to the East Coast and the West Coast are, oh my goodness,
so you'll really have to check or know, what you're doing. I mean, that's why it works to have a travel agent. And so many people are mistaken and think that they have to pay us.
Exactly.
They are not paying us.
The vendor
pays us. Just like you go on and you book whatever with whoever you book, they pay that website for themselves.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Whoever we book with pays us. So you're not giving us anything. So, it's not any different. So why not book with someone that can answer your questions and help you out if you need help with whatever. Even if we haven't personally gone on that trip, I'm telling you, if I haven't gone there, I know somebody who has, because as soon as somebody asks me about someplace, that's the first thing I do is reach out to everybody I know. If I don't personally know that one, and I ask, hey, have you done this? Have you used this person? Have you been to this place? And I find out the pros and cons, or I reach out to them, or I do training with that resort. I had someone reach out to me that wanted to go to, what was the one I asked you about? The one in the Bahamas.
Was it Breezes?
No, it
Atlantis?
was the Atlantis.
Okay.
And so I didn't know anybody who had actually been there, so I became an Atlantis ambassador.
And see, there's 32,000 of us in our company, and we have resources to reach out to each other. So if you have a property that you want to visit or you want to go to a certain resort, if we don't know, it's nothing for us to send a message. Does anybody have reviews on this resort? And so there's 32,000 of us. Somebody knows. So we're going to get that information, and we're going to make sure that you're taken care of. But another thing, when you're going to a site and you're getting this nice price, when you get there, you still have to pay resort fees or something else, because they're not telling you all of that. And when you're booking with one of us, and I know myself personally, I like for people to have 1,000% of the information. So even though I send you your itinerary and I ask you to read it, I'm going to ask you again if you read it, and I'm going to say, well, did you read this? Well, did you read this? Well, did you read this? Did you know this? Because that is me letting you know that I took the time to find out every single thing about this trip, and I want you to know so that when you get there, there's absolutely no surprises, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here so that you can tell me what you want. I'm gonna go get it, and you didn't lift a finger.
Yes, ma'am. So that's the absolute, and that leads us to one of our travel. What do I want to call it? 10 reasons why, or 10 ways why travel agents can actually save you money. And we've already talked about a couple of them, because of the first one is a misconception that you have to pay us. You don't pay us, the vendors do. The second one is time is money. So I've known a lot of people who've come to me and they're like, I want to do this, but I have been all over the place. I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what the right questions are. I don't want to, I've already done it 10 times. So you don't have to worry. I can answer your questions right there as soon as you reach out to me for it. So, we have the information that you don't know because we do it. That's what we do. So it saves you time and research because we already have the information. And saving you from mistakes. We've talked about a couple of mistakes that we've encountered. That's a good one. Of course, knowledge is power, which is another thing. We have that because it's what we do all the time. Timing is everything. When someone reaches out to me and says, I want to go on a cruise, when's the best time? I can tell you the exact month is the best month to go. The best prices you can get is in September.
September and October, majorly. Well, at the end of the day, hurricane season. Hurricane season is the best time to cruise, price-wise. A lot of people, when they ask me, well, I want to cruise, when would you like to cruise? In June. That is the height of peak season. be aware that prices will be higher. And I know that off the top of my head.
Mhm.
I know that if you want to go to Jamaica or Turks and Caicos, but you want to know what's cheaper, it's Jamaica. Turks and Caicos is a very pricey destination because it's a luxury destination. So I know that off the top of my head because I've sent people to all of those places. And not only that, I've priced it for myself. I mean, I want to go. So, I mean, we know that stuff.
Yep. So, there's a lot of information that we can share with you to help to make it more affordable for you. Another thing, good reason for a travel agent is perks and connections. We have the best IntelliTravel, has the best business development managers there are out there. The best.
Hi, Soleil. Hi, Jody. Hi, Alfredo. Hi, Lori. Hi. All of you guys are amazing. And I know I left some out, but you guys are amazing.
I mean, they give us, we get weekly newsletters, monthly newsletters, and probably daily emails.
I get daily emails from Soleil and Lori and John Gallagher.
I got a whole bunch. Yeah, I got a whole bunch today. So I mean, whenever there's a special, and you'll always know when the specials come out from Carnival because we post them as soon as possible because of the low deposit specials. So all that information comes out. So, we share. So our business development managers are amazing and we share that information with you. We talk about cruises and resort credits. We know what specials are out there so we can pass that information on to you guys. Another one is making everyone happy and getting the actual perks that with the company. Like when we do groups, we can explain to you what the benefits are to do a group and how that benefits you. And that's something that you can reach out to us if you've got a group that you are interested in doing. We can show you how to do it. We can even show you how to do a fundraiser so that you can give back to the community and how you can save money. And if you want to be a leader of a group, how it can save you. There's a lot of different things that we are privy to and are able to do that others can't because we're travel agents. So that's another great one. And because we're with IntelliTravel, we get a lot of perks that some of the other agencies don't get
because the XYZs.
Because we're so big. I mean, we're big. I mean, we're with CLIA. We're called.
We're number one. We're diamond. We're diamond.
So we are able to get a lot of our stuff. We get more because we have such buying power with them. So that's another great thing that we get.
Major shout out to IntelliTravel.
Yes, ma'am. And one of my most awesome things that I love that we are able to do is flexible payment plans.
Oh yeah.
That's mine because that's like the one of the main reasons I became an agent was because I could not afford to travel with my kids when they were little and younger. So now being an agent, a lot of people think they can't afford to travel. And I will tell you, and some of my clients will tell you, they wait for those specials to come out that you could pay $50 for your deposit, $50 per person. They berth their cabin and then they make their payments. I have clients that pay $50 a week. I have clients that do a little bit here and there and do what works for them to make little payments in order for them to be able to afford their trips. And there is nothing wrong with doing that at all. And that's one of the things I love about being an agent, that I can actually do that for my clients. So that's some of the ways that travel agents are actually able to save you money.
And if you're in particular mine or Melissa's customer, if we book your travel all the time and we notice that you travel all the time, we show you another way to save.
We do.
Become an agent. And we teach you how.
And we can teach you how to do that as well. And that's a whole other conversation that we can have with you. If that's something you're interested in, definitely reach out to us and we will talk to you about that. And we've actually been able to do that with some people.
Exactly.
And, it's actually made a difference in their lives, their kids' lives, their home lives, because things have changed for them. So I love doing that as well. So
I do as well because, I love booking travel for people. I love, doing that for you, planning your vacation and making sure that you have a great time and you didn't have to really, do anything and put that much effort into it. Just tell me what you want. I love that. But I think it's kind of a matter of courtesy and respect that instead of saying be my customer, be my partner, because I would definitely, of course, I will take the commission for booking your trip, but I would much rather you take the commission for booking your trip and I show you how.
Absolutely. I mean, it has completely changed everything in my life. I mean, anybody that knows my story knows my life in the last 3 years has been insane.
Okay, let's cry, Melissa. Let's go.
No, we don't want to cry. We do not want to cry. I'm going to try to give you a brief synopsis of the last 10 years. Okay, 10 years. 3 years. Sorry, not 10 people. 3. So I joined October 25th, 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So 25th will be 3 years for me. So I started the business, started learning part-time, a little bit here and there on both sides of the business. April 21st? Was in a car accident. Found out I had to have brain surgery. So in June, I had brain surgery. Was out of work. So my husband had to take away my cell phone while I was in the ICU because I was working travel.
He threatened me.
Yeah, he did. He cut everybody off while I was in the ICU.
He called me and he said, I'm going to let you talk to her, but if you say one thing about work, I'm taking this phone.
He took mine away from me because I was actually working on my phone in the ICU, even though I wasn't supposed to. But it was great to know that when my paycheck for my job and my FMLA didn't pay me, I mean, it held my job, but I didn't have any vacation saved because I was in a car accident. I mean, how much vacation do you think I had?
You didn't have any vacation because you were a travel agent, so you were testing your waters.
I'd already gone on trips, so I didn't have a vacation left, to be honest. That is true. So I didn't have any time left, but I was booking travel while I was recovering from brain surgery, and I started recruiting and became a director after I had brain surgery. So then, what happened after that?
Yeah, no cover.
Yeah, but that didn't.
Oh, that was before that.
Yeah. So the next big thing that happened was Hurricane Harvey.
Oh my God.
Lost everything in Hurricane Harvey. But once again, I'm in a hotel room, living in a hotel room, and booking travel. So, once again, doing okay. So then I decided I wanted to quit my full-time job. And January 28th, I quit my full-time job. And then February 10th, my son was in an accident. And so I ended up taking care of him. But what would I have done without this business? I mean, and now I quit January 28th, my full-time job. And here I am in October, and we are. So, here I am able to do this business and doing pretty well. So, I have to say it's been an amazing journey. I've learned a lot. And I look forward to, helping anybody else that's interested in it and has any questions about it, and doing more trips. I mean, with all the different people that I've booked with or booked for and traveled with and places that we've gone, we've learned so much. It's been so much fun.
Yeah, it's like we've taken all of these trips for work basically, like for pleasure. I mean, for business, but it's definitely been pleasure. And like anybody that knows me, knows my story. Um, this wasn't something that I even thought that I could do. So when Melissa tells you what she's doing and what she did, it's we're normal, regular people. I mean, we're not, people that were born with a silver spoon in their mouth or anything
Not
like
by a
that.
long shot.
We were normal. Both of us were both like poor. Like literally, neither one of us had a good car. Both our cars were raggedy. I mean, we were like, I barely had money to go to work. I was crying 2 days out the week because of something. Because I'm a single mom. I have 3 teenagers. Well, now 3 teenagers. Well, I had 3 teenagers. It's been 3 teenagers. And, I had one kid graduating and she's my most expensive kid. And I had all of this stuff going on. My husband just left me. I have this stuff going on, and here go Melissa saying, "Oh, you should be a travel agent." Girl, I don't know how to sell. And that's the first thing. And she was like, "Well, you don't have to sell. Travel sales is, girl, get on my. No, I can't do that."
And she said that.
And Melissa's like going these different places, and she gets a check like a real one, and I'm like, what? Like they really pay? So I'm like, okay, let me go look at this a little bit. And it just so happened that I saw, where Melissa was actually getting paid. And it just changed something. And I was like, you know what? And she couldn't even tell me what she got paid for. That was your Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even know. We didn't even know what that was. And so I'm like, she has money that she's getting that she doesn't know what it is. And it's like $100. I could use that. I could use that type of money, So I'm like, well, I'm just gonna jump in. Let me do it. You know
how we wait for Friday to come along, and you want that. You're waiting for your paycheck to come in on Friday so that you could do whatever, and then my paycheck. That's my weekly paycheck that comes in on Thursday.
Yeah.
So it beats your Friday. So you're getting paid a day early. So it's beneficial right there that you're getting paid a day earlier. And then, not knowing for sure what it is.
And it's additional, but it's additional money regardless. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I barely have gas to get to work. I'm struggling to feed my kids. And then I have, I take this opportunity, I jump right in, and being that Melissa is who she is a researcher, I have to learn. So every time she learned something, she was taking me with her. Hey, there's this training. Hey, there's this, let's do it. And so we bonded because we are extremely different people.
Wow.
And so we bonded over learning about this business, and we both have the passion for it because it changed both of our lives. Hey, Phyllis.
Phyllis, are you sure? Is she still on a cruise?
No, she's back.
She's back.
She's back. Now she's talking about going on another one.
Hey, we're going
to. Be nice, right? So I'm like, we're learning about this business. We're doing all these things, and it just opened up. What happened? I got fired.
Yeah.
I got fired. Like right after I got rid of the raggedy car, I got my SUV, and we moved into a better apartment. We weren't in the ghetto anymore. And right before Harvey, I got fired. 8 days before Harvey, I got fired from my job. And I cried, of course, because for one, I ain't never been fired. For two, I'm like, what in the world? What am I going to do? I got 3 kids. It's a hurricane coming where I need to leave. I wanted to move to Dallas, and I thought I had to put it back because I lost my job. But I had money coming from Planet Marketing and IntelliTravel, and that's what moved me. Because my job that promised me I would get my paycheck on the 25th.
Phyllis, she still wants to be on the cruise. So do we.
Right? So we were supposed to get paid on the 25th, the day Harvey hit. And I'm on the phone with Melissa at 4 a.m, like, I need to go. I need to leave. We're going to get stuck. Is it going to be traffic on the freeway? We're going to drown in our cars.
She's such a big baby.
I'm freaking out. And I'm like, let me check my other bank account real quick. And there's IntelliTravel and Planet Marketing right there. So you want to bet who got their stuff at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and hit 45 north going 90 miles an hour, praying it didn't start raining and we drowned. And I got to Dallas like super quick. And that same day I signed a lease. Because at that moment I decided I was what was the point of me coming back to Houston? I didn't have a job. My lease was up. So what was I coming back to Houston for? So that every time it rains, I get scared and run to Dallas. So I signed a lease that day. And for 376 days after that, I didn't work. And I relocated my family back to Houston in July. And I decided to get a call center job because I wanted to buy my son a car and I wanted to buy all new furniture and I wanted another car and all of this.
Wants all this stuff.
Because I want all of these things. I decided, like Tiffany Proud says, I decided to decide. I decided to get a job. Do you know how great it feels to decide to go and get a job? It feels amazing. And when I'm getting yelled at and cursed at by my customers on the phone, thank you. You have a great day. And I say that with a genuine smile because I don't have to be there. I'm there because I choose to be. I don't have to be mean to any of my customers because I'm there because I choose to be, and I want to be nice to them, and I want to give them the information that's in front of me that somebody may not have given them. And that means everything in the world. It means everything in the world. That my apartment is ginormous. I love my apartment.
It is big.
I love my bathtub. It's ginormous.
Oh, I've seen your bathtub. I need one of those.
I love my life right now, and that's not perfect, and I don't have every single thing I want, and I'm not a millionaire, but I love everything about my life. And if Melissa was not persistent,
what did you call me? What did you say that I made you?
She forced me to join this pyramid scheme.
Yeah, okay. Whatever.
And I've learned so much. And I've grown so much, I mean, I'm still who I am. I'm still that crazy person, but I've learned so much about my business that I can have fun and not be unprofessional and not be, though I don't have to be who I used to be. And just doing this business is fun. Just helping people go on vacations that they didn't think they could go on. That's fun because it's another person out there like me. It's another person that can't get to work. It's another person struggling to feed their kids by themselves. It's other people out there that are doing that same thing. And if I can help one person not struggle and be able to give their kids a Disney cruise, then I feel okay. I feel better. But there's so many that aren't taking advantage of this. And you guys are booking travel. You guys are going to Expedia and Orbitz and Travelocity that are all owned by that one person. And you guys you're just not getting the full experience that you could get because you can't ask a machine, is this clean by my standards? Because that machine doesn't know.
Yeah, and you don't know what you're getting when you go on the sites. I mean, I've seen different places. I mean, there was a news report of someone that used one of those Airbnbs, and they went there and they found the family because some of them don't vet, they don't inspect the places like they're supposed to. And there was a gas leak in the home, and they found the whole family passed away, mom, dad, and kids, because there was a gas leak and nobody knew.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
they stole our friend Lucy that we worked with.
Oh,
Little Smurf.
Yeah.
They stole her bank information.
Oh, I think I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah, I shared it because when I hear these stories about these Airbnbs, I share them because I see everybody, oh, I'm just going to get an Airbnb. And you think that when I'm telling you don't do that I'm telling you that because I want your business. I'm telling you that because I don't want your bank account info stolen. And I don't want your I don't want you recorded without you knowing it, because that happened too. And then another person went to an Airbnb, and the person that went to that the customer, the next door neighbor called the police on them, and they were hazing them.
Oh wow.
And I was like, did just these things happen? And I mean, I'm pretty sure there are some good ones, because there's bad travel agents too.
There are. We've seen some, so we know there are bad ones.
Oh, and I point them out. I point them out. I tell.
I don't.
No, go check that person. I make sure that people aren't getting cheated, and so you just have to be careful about those types of things. And I'm sure there's some good Airbnbs, but I always advise not to use them. So just be vigilant. Just do your due diligence on every single thing. And if you need help with something, we're here to help you. And I mean, if you're asking me a question about something, I don't have to make money to answer your question. I mean,
oh yeah, we don't mind sharing. I mean, it's a learning process for everything. I don't, if you have a question about, a destination or a company or, something, I mean, I don't have a problem answering that question. If I know the answer, I definitely will. So, you just have to reach out to us, and we will definitely now. We don't know everything. We're not going to say we know everything, but if we know, we will definitely answer. Okay, so we're running almost time. Oh no, we got 9 minutes left. So let's do a trivia question. We're going to do a trivia question. So anybody that you can Google this. I mean, it actually came from a Destination Tourism magazine is where they did the research on this. So I'm not gonna. You have to Google it, but I have the top 30 ranking most visited cities in the world. I've got the top 30. So I'm curious to find out. I'm going to ask 2 questions. The first one is I'm going to ask if you know the top visited city. And the second question I'm going to ask is if you know the top visited United because
I'm surprised by this list. I'm just looking at it right now. I'm surprised by that.
I'm really surprised by that.
I'm surprised by that one and that one.
But it's different from last year. So this is current. This is, I think, 2017 is when this one was. So that's where the statistics come from. So, but
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, me neither. So which one do you think? Well, I can't give it away. So somebody has to type in the answers on Facebook Live is what you're going to have to do. Because right now we don't have a call-in number. I'm going to work on that to see how we can do it. And we do have a little prize that we're going to send out. So you'll have to send me your information. Barbara, I saw your message, but I'm actually doing the show, so I'll answer you back when I'm done. So give me the information, send us a message on what you think the top visited city in the world is. And then the second question is the top visited United States city. And there's 3 cities in the U.S. that are in the top 30. What 3 do you think? I'm going to let you guess because you haven't seen it.
No, I didn't see that.
What 3 do you think is in the top 3 in the U.S.?
New Orleans, Las Vegas, Miami.
Why would you say New Orleans?
I ate a lot of New Orleans.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you got 2 of them right.
I know. Las Vegas and Miami. So what's the third one? Let me think. What's another one? New York.
So those are the top 3 for the United States. So the top 3 for the U.S. are New York, Las Vegas, and Miami. But you got to tell me the order because I'm not gonna. You can't win unless you get the order right. And then you got to come up with the top world destination. So I was really surprised by the answer to that. So send us the message of what you think. If someone answers correctly, then you're going to get a prize. And I will, I have some stuff from Carnival that they sent me. And I have some travel agent stuff if it's a travel agent that wins, that we can send. And I guess that's pretty much it for our first show. We only have 6 minutes left. Anybody have any questions out there that they might want to put? Why are you watching on your phone, girl?
I'm not.
Any questions anybody might have? Again, if you've tuned in, periodically or whatever, if there's anything that you are thinking that you might want to be on the show, reach out, let us know. Topics, we're open to just about, well, not anything. I can't say that because Lord knows what we would get. If there's any type of guest that you think you're interested in, somebody that you'd want to hear from. We didn't do a guest this time because we kind of wanted to introduce what we were doing. Shout out to I have a shirt, and Roscoe is on here. He's the one that made my shirt. We'll Talk Tuesday. So I have to get, I know you don't have one. I'll have to get another one.
With my face.
Whatever. I'll add your face.
Also, for the last 3 minutes and something, October is Plan a Cruise Month.
I totally forgot about that.
And we are cruise divas. We love cruises.
We do love
and
our
we are
cruises.
like really big specialists on cruises. So if you want to plan a cruise, October's the month to do it, and we are the ambassadors to do it.
Most definitely. And, October just started yesterday, so I'm waiting for, thank you, Roscoe. I'm waiting for the specials to start coming out because I know that there's going to be a lot of specials that'll come out. So definitely reach out to us. We just finished one special, the $50 cruise deposit that just ended Saturday. I'm hoping that there'll be another one. I know that right now Norwegian has a special. And there's another one that has a special.
Royal Caribbean has a special where kids sell free.
One of them just finished. Was it Norwegian or was it one of them that just finished? If you do the Alaska, you get free airfare.
That was Norwegian. Also, what
Hey, who said hey ladies? Was it Kay?
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi, Kay. So, being as it's Plan a Cruise Month, I'm pretty sure the cruise lines are going to roll out some more specials. So just, stay tuned on those. Also, Melissa has a fundraiser cruise next November.
I do. Here's my little book.
It is for, she's raising money for veterans with PTSD.
It comes backwards on there.
Something that's important to her. I'm doing this cruise as well. That is the same cruise as Melissa's, and it is benefiting survivors of domestic violence, child abuse, and sexual assault. So we're both being on that cruise, raising funds for different causes. And if any of those causes are dear to you, definitely come cruise with us.
Yeah, because we're not just selling those cruises, we're actually going to be
going on the
cruise.
And we are going to speak about our causes. And that's something new that we're, going to start doing. I haven't spoken out about my situation ever. So it's going to be something new that I'm going to be doing. And it's just something that I believe in. And I think that both causes are worth it. And who don't want to go to Jamaica and Grand Cayman? So
I know, it'll be my first time. So I'm excited.
Let's definitely, raise some funds and go and have a great time cruising with us. Because I promise you, we're going to have a good time if you're going with us. We're going to have fun. So let's have fun while we're raising money for a good cause.
And your placeholder deposit is only $25 per person right now. So, definitely reach out to us, hold your spot. And when we get that special, because I know Carnival is going to run a special in October for a low deposit. They always do on Planet Cruise Month. So then we could birth your cabin and you can start doing your payment plan. So definitely reach out to us, and we'll get that started for you. We look forward to hearing from everybody. Thank you for all those that tuned in for our first ever show. Definitely, well, not ever, but definitely reach out to us about any topics you may have, anything you want to hear about, anything you're interested in, any special anything. And we have no problem researching and talking about it and helping you out. So thanks for tuning in. Travel Talk Tuesday. And we will see you next Tuesday. I'm not sure what our topic is going to be yet, but you'll find out during the week when we announce our flyer as to what or who is going to be on the show. So keep a lookout. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. See you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Okay, so we need to close out. Oh. And straight.